I don't know how effective this is, and you may have a hearing problem. That's because of my Scottish accent. So I have lived on 9 continents, sorry, I beg your pardon, 5 continents in the world, in 9 different countries. My definition of living in a country is paying tax in that country. So this is my 9th country that I've lived in at this point in time, and I am legal. My background is managing the design and development of professional consumer television broadcast equipment. If anybody here has a digital set-top in their house, I'm one of the team that designed the world's first digital set-top boxes. I flew around the world every 8 to 12 weeks, physically around the world, and that's why I ended up living in all those countries. And one of my customers made me an offer I couldn't refuse to come and live here in sunny San Diego, so it was terrific. Anyway, on to Lumasoothe. Lumasoothe is a light therapy device. It uses light-emitting diodes to help relieve the pain in the joints and muscles of our pets. Our goal is to provide affordable, high-quality solutions for our pets. I want you to cast your eye on the bottom part of this slide if you can. It gives you, was that outside? Is that a plane? No, it's a plane.
We're not under attack.
Yeah. It gives you an idea. I'm just picking arthritis itself, the effect it has on our pets, and many people don't know just how damaging it can be, especially cats. Cats hide arthritis very well. Big dogs in particular start to suffer from it in later years. What is light therapy? Light therapy actually has been around for close to 40 years. Many people will know about infrared in hospitals and things like that. However, NASA had a problem with their astronauts. They said, what do we do when we go up to space and our astronauts get injured, get bangs, get abrasions, have cuts, things like that? What do you do? So they actually developed laser light therapy devices initially for their astronauts. But there's a negative to lasers. Lasers are tremendous in their own right, but they're also very powerful. They're like the end of your pen. If you look at the end of your pen, the power comes out that narrow little ballpoint part. It's very intense. And so that's why you generally find today that veterinaries are the ones that use lasers on their pets. With LEDs, NASA discovered a couple of things. First, it was far cheaper than lasers. Secondly, you cannot over-medicate with LEDs because they spread the light. It's like a conical shape it comes out rather than a finger point. And so they found that was most effective. As a result of that, a couple of companies developed light therapy, LED light therapy devices for humans. And there are a number out there now which are FDA approved. So this is not goodly-goop stuff. This is real live technology at work. Only what we did is we took it, the same technology, and developed it for pets. Now, we have, fortunately in our device, and I'll just show you one here. I'm going to put this down. This is our device. Fits nicely in your hand. Has a lovely dimple effect on the lens. That's there because we want you to rub it on the area of pain where your pet is sore. And with this lovely dimpling effect, the pet feels this nice movement and enjoys it. Usually ends up falling asleep on your lap. In my case, I've got a 110-pound golden retriever who thinks he's the size of a dachshund. And he lies on my lap, and when he's been out playing and he hurts his muscle, I soothe him with this. And he goes sound asleep on top of me and almost crushes me to death with his weight. Anyway, we have two different heads for it, an infrared head and a multicolor head, and I'll come to that in a minute. I'm just going to put this back together again. So this is the deep therapy device, and I'm just going to flash it quickly like so, because there's two negatives with LEDs and lasers. You should never flash them at your eyes or your pet's eyes. It can damage them if you're staring at them. The second thing is, the way these work is that they draw the blood into the area of the damaged, whatever, bruising or cut. The blood brings in oxygen, and that oxygen helps the healing process. That's the whole goal of what light therapy is about, bringing in this good blood and oxygen into the injured area. Now, the negative is, if your pet has had any cancer treatment, we also always recommend that you go to your vet first anyway if it's really injured. But what happens is the same effect, positive effect you have with light therapy on the wound, has a negative effect when there are cancer cells there. It breeds and grows the cancer. So that's the one caution that we always look at. Anyway, coming back to this, I've had it up the slide here, but this is the deep infrared head. And basically what happens is the light here can go in roughly about 20 millimeters into the joint. Thank you. And this one actually helps, if I can undo it, helps to with joint pains. The next one, which I'm going to move over to very quickly, is a surface treatment. This affects mainly skin. It's only about 8 millimeters in depth, the signal. And what we do here is, if there are cuts or abrasions or skin issues, we use this particular head, I should say. Now, one of the beautiful things about our treatment is we have what's called pulse wave technology. That means not only do we have constant light, we believe we've got the only product out there today that actually pulses light. And NASA found that by pulsing light, it was far more effective than just ordinary constant light. Now I'm just going to jump right forward, because we did launch this in April. Our designer has received a royalty payment for the last 4 months for his efforts, and he's going to earn an awful lot more in the near future. We're retailing it at about $149.95. Last week we were up at a big show called Super Zoo, which is a dealer-only event up in Las Vegas. And you may not buy or sell products, but you go up there and do business with people. And I was fortunate, I'd already arranged a couple of meetings, and one chap that I met, the CEO of a company, and this company was on Shark Tank, not as the product supplier like us, but one of the sharks took the pet product to him. And so I contacted him knowing we were going up there, and we've had 3 telephone calls since the show finished last Thursday. Right. They want to move forward with us. Anyway, I'm the last one on. I've probably gone on far too long for everybody, but this is it. Any questions, please?
One, Suzanne, please.